Hello, friends, and thanks for tuning into Taste Radio, the #1 podcast for anyone building a business in food or beverage. I'm Ray Latif, the editor and producer of Taste Radio, and I'm with my co-hosts for this episode, John Craven, Jacqui Bruglera, and Mike Schneider. In this episode, we sit down with Alan Skolnick, the founder and CEO of innovative and convenient date snack brand, the aptly named Date Fix. What is going on over here? Can I even do my intro without interruptions?
I'm getting bored, Ray. I'm getting bored.
I guess so. You know what it is? Everyone's all hopped up post-lunch because this is an odd time for us to be recording.
Hey, you got lunch?
I didn't get lunch. I didn't eat lunch yet.
Odd for you, not for me. I'm just warming up.
Yeah.
I haven't eaten lunch yet.
Well, it's also April Fool's Day here.
Okay.
And been chuckling at all the ChatGPT April Fool's gags, jokes, whatever you want to call them.
Okay. All right.
Olipop just caught up to our ranch trend, and now they got ranch flavor.
I mean, the new ChatGPT, it's really easy to make super realistic looking stuff. So,
well, anyway, I'm not necessarily a fan of this April Fool's stuff anymore. I feel like it kind of jumped the shark about 2 years ago. There was some clever stuff.
2 years ago?
Yeah, there was some clever
Only
stuff. Two, maybe 3 years ago. There was some clever stuff out there. Now it feels like people have to do it out of necessity because everybody else is doing it. So, but yeah, I mean, it always ends up being the same thing. It's just like, oh, dog food flavored Coke or whatever it is. It's like, okay, it's like,
You should have seen Ray the way he's like dog food flavor.
Yes, I was doing my old.
Well, you got to watch the video.
Here we go, team.
Here we go.
I mean, the first one that was in my inbox this morning was Groupon renaming the G-Spot.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
Sorry to anyone out there that uses Groupons, but I think the phrase, like when you say in a retail establishment, I have a Groupon, you're just like universally, immediately hated by whoever's on the receiving end of that.
I think that's probably true. Yeah. Unfortunately for Groupon, I think they had an offer out there for Google to buy them for $1 billion.
It
was like, it was a crazy number.
$6 billion.
And they turned it down.
He turned it down.
Not wise.
Yep.
Not wise at all.
Oh,
anyway.
no.
Yes. And Groupon has jumped the shark. Do you guys know where that term came from? 10 points if you get
Jumped
it.
the shark?
Yeah.
From Happy Days.
From Happy Days is correct.
Fonzie jumped a shark on his motorcycle.
No, it wasn't on his motorcycle. He was jet skiing, of all things. And Fonzie, a jet skier. And so they were like, Fonzie, look out, there's a shark. And so he had to jump the shark.
No, they promoted that he was going to jump over a shark.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
They go back and watch the episode.
Okay.
How did that translate to like what it means now, though?
Because it was the worst episode in the history of
The
Happy
show
Days.
died after
The
that.
show died
Exactly.
after that. Yeah.
It was like there was no reason to watch Happy Days anymore.
So after that,
They just jumped a shark.
any show that has a jump the shark moment in it is dead.
Yeah.
Okay.
So there used to be jumptheshark.com where you could go and see all the moments that TV started to suck.
Jeez.
I don't know if there still is. I'm going to check it out.
Yeah.
Probably.
Wow.
I hope so.
Maybe
Maybe we could ask ChatGPT. When did Taste Radio jump the shark?
John, are you?
I'm going to ask ChatGPT.
Don't do it. Don't do it. Stop. You guys are out of control with this stuff.
Yes.
All right, I'm going to ban ChatGPT and all this AI nonsense at our meetup in No.
I'm just going to. I was saying such nice things about you. Oh, all right. I'm going to tell it that none of those are true.
Yes, please tell it none of that's true. Okay. Confuse the algorithm or whatever it is, so they don't know anything about me. Please do.
So you don't want to see the image I made of
No.
you and Mike on stage at the. It's a variation of the New Beverage Showdown, but it's cigarettes.
Okay.
This is like Ray's worst nightmare, having all his information put into ChatGPT by both of you.
Yes,
We're going to have SIGs on. We're going to have SIGs on seats. It's going to be great.
Anywho, the Taste Radio NYC meetup is happening in less than 2 weeks, April 15th. We're very excited to be at the Rethink Community Kitchen in Greenwich Village. 6 to 8 p.m. is when it's happening. Join us and our amazing partners for the event. Obviously, Rethink Food, Matriarch Wealth Management, Beyond Brands, Ginger Labs, The Goods Mart, and Sweet 9C. Very excited to have all those wonderful folks at our event, as well as the 100+ folks that have signed up to attend. We've got founders, we've got manufacturers, we've got retailers, we've got investors, we've got all kinds of people that are coming to this event, and we want you to come as well. If you are based in the New York City area or planning to be in the area around the 15th, please join us. Head to tasteradio.com/NYC to register.
Should we mention that there's limited room?
There is limited room, but typically there are folks who don't show up. And I just want to make sure that
Those people are dead to us.
yes,
No.
Just kidding. Just kidding.
if you want to come, to sign up ASAP, because I sincerely doubt we're going to be turning people away. We might be. Maybe there'll be people hanging out outside on the sidewalk. We'll see. But I doubt that'll happen. All I'm trying to say is if you're not registered and you want to attend, you got to do so ASAP. I also think you got to sign up and register for BevNET Live Summer 2025 ASAP because you can save money doing it. Our early registration ends on April 25th. Jacqui, how much money can you save if you sign up now?
You can save $100 a ticket. And then if you bring multiple people, you can save hundreds of dollars.
And I'm telling you, if you want to get that nice restaurant, you want to splurge a little bit in New York City, that $100 is going to go a long way.
$100 will get you what? Cheap steak and a
No,
extra oaky Chardonnay or something.
Taco.
You're not helping the cause here.
You're gonna get a whole taco in New York City. For
No,
$100.
there's
You can get 100 slices of pizza.
How about this? How about this? Let's come up with a cheap eats cheat sheet for New York City, and we'll share it with everyone. Anyone who signs up early, that's what we'll do. I'll give
Is this
them.
going to be one of these like guide to a place with a dumpster that gets like loaded with expensive food at like 7 o'clock every night?
Yes, and it's actually a dumpster fire where you're grilling meat over the dumpster. Yeah, it's 50 cents a skewer.
Love those.
We're just gonna identify all the places that you can do a taco pizza bang bang. That's what we're gonna do.
I like it.
Gross.
Yeah, that is gross. Speaking of gross,
Pizza taco bang.
okay,
bang?
what should we start with if we're speaking of gross? Should we start with ice cream that I don't know has not? It's not the most pleasant thing to consider, this type of ice cream. Or
Oh,
I'm going to start with this.
I thought it was pleasant.
I'm going to start with this.
Okay, what do you got?
I'm going to wait
Depends
for
who you're talking to.
Yeah, Jacqui's going to introduce
Do
the
we
ice cream
need
thing.
sample cups?
Yeah, we have sample cups.
Oh, good.
Okay, so I Instagrammed this the other day,
Yeah.
and I found it at a Russian grocery store in Brookline, Massachusetts, where I live. It is a Mentos flavored, non-sparkling drink. It comes in this 240 milliliter slim can, which I believe is 10 ounces or 8.4 ounces. Excuse me. It describes itself as a lemon and mint flavor. I believe this is a South Korean brand, or it says authorized exporter, Carina Trade, South Korea. So let's try
Is this
this.
the grocery store next to Anna's? That place is delightful.
Yeah, it is.
Does
love
this
that
have like a
place.
widget that dispenses Diet Coke on the inside so it explodes?
Oh, it didn't explode.
No. Oh, by the way, and yeah, it didn't explode. No.
Aw.
Also,
Oh, it's still.
yeah, it says, I said non-sparkling.
Oh,
And it
I
also
didn't
has-
believe it though.
With jelly bites. It says shake it. I didn't shake it.
Oh,
Yeah.
I feel like overseas, like candy flavored beverages are definitely a lot more popular.
But are
Ooh,
Mentos
jelly
candy
bites.
flavored?
I got some jelly bites.
I feel like Mentos is a candy, right?
It's a candy. It's also a mint. There's an argument about this that happens a lot. I think the way they solved it was somebody just got mad and put it in Coca-Cola 2 liter, and then hilarity ensued, and they stopped arguing.
It's not terrible.
that's weird. It does. It tastes like Mentos.
Yeah, but I wanted it to.
I don't like
explode.
Mentos.
Minty?
To me, it tastes like. Here, Mike, you
I
can
don't
have.
really like Mentos
Mike,
either.
have some more.
No, what's the point of it?
I feel like it's kind of like a flat Sprite with jelly bursts.
That sounds kind of gross.
Good comparison.
Yeah. I think you've nailed it, Jacqui.
That's pretty cool.
As to what this
It looks like
this comes across
congee or
as, which is
something.
kind of
It looks
gross.
like-
Yeah.
It looks like a congee with the.
Anywho,
We went for another round.
Whoa,
though.
it's weird.
speaking of artificial everything, I can't imagine that there's anything natural in this thing, but yeah, there's ASK and sucralose are two of the sweeteners, and there's about a million other ingredients in here that I
I think
cannot
that's
pronounce.
as illegal as cocaine at this point.
All right, well, you can finish yours if you
No,
want.
yeah. I'm afraid of what'll happen.
All right, now I thought that was not so pleasant, but this, Jacqui, what you're about to talk about, I think is, so Jacqui, just for context here, Jacqui DM'd Mike, John, and I this weekend. She couldn't wait until Monday,
I couldn't.
and she DM'd
I know.
us this weekend, and she said, "I got this really cool idea you guys need to see. We need to talk about this on Taste
She just
Radio."
said we have to try this, is what she said.
Yes,
Okay.
that's
All
what
right,
I
so
mean.
what did we have to try? What do we have to try?
You say that it's disgusting, but I think to certain consumers like an infant or a bodybuilder, this might actually be something delicious. And it's a breast milk ice cream from Frida. And Frida is actually a maker of maternity and fertility products. And they announced that they are launching a breast milk ice cream, which is launching in 9 months. A lot of people are going to hear that and be like, is it made out of breast milk?
So good.
What's in it?
So good.
No breast milk was involved in creating this ice cream, but it does have the flavor notes of breast milk and has nutrient density and things in it that I guess would be found in breast milk.
Okay.
Does
So
this mean that you're not going to be a future like taster for this company, Ray? Like, who's the taster?
I would taste it.
I mean, I've heard of Frida Baby, which is the umbrella brand here. And I almost feel like this is not an April Fool's joke, but a total gag to get people to know more about Frida Baby. Because it's described on the front of the pint as Frida breast milk ice cream.
You could feel like in our chat, John Craven's head explode and him going, no, because he's like, no. And he's like, wait a minute, no breast milk is actually in this product.
Right. And to be clear, I suspect that there aren't going to be many retailers at all that are carrying this thing. So if they're going to ship it direct to consumer, it's going to cost them an arm and a leg in shipping costs. So this is why I think this whole thing is kind of a
I don't know. I
kind
think
of a
you're just
gag.
being prude.
A prude because I don't want to eat breast milk ice cream? I'm not so sure about that.
I don't think it's for you.
No, it's not.
You've said you tried breast milk before, though.
Whoa, Jacqui. Back up the truck there. Boop, boop, boop. Okay, hold on now. Before we hopped on the mics, Jacqui asked me if I tried this, and I said
She
yes.
got you.
Many, many years ago.
She got you.
Exactly 27 years ago is when I last tried breast milk, and when I was clearly an infant.
When you were 27 years ago. Amazing, Ray.
The look on Mike's face was priceless.
I was like, 27?
You're in high school at that point.
What anniversary of 27 were you?
I'm just saying.
I know.
No,
that's the
no,
thing.
It's
no.
kind of messed up.
No. See,
Maybe-
you're
maybe
adding,
early college.
You're adding all this stuff to ChatGPT, and now you're throwing good.
Yeah.
Actually, confuse
I'm letting
ChatGPT as my
ChatGPT
true age.
I'm
Yes,
letting
please
it
do that.
listen to this
Yeah, I was in
episode.
high school back then.
I'm getting samples, and we're all going to try it.
I can't
That's
wait.
what's
I'm
happening.
excited.
Okay, I'm excited to try this. Fancy Pants, the fun and fantastic folks behind
Got a
Fancy
bag, too.
Pants Baking Company just came out with a couple new limited edition cookie flavors. They have a strawberry shortcake and a
Lemon tart.
lemon tart. Outstanding. Okay, John's already ripped into his
already
bag.
Oh my God.
I'm not going to dig, Ray. Don't worry.
I have my own bag. It's fine. All right, Jacqui, did you get any in San Diego?
No, I
Damn,
didn't get
sorry.
any.
It,
Living
smell,
through you.
it smells like a strawberry flavored breakfast cereal.
Ooh, that sounds
Oh.
cool.
Yeah.
Oh my
so
God.
good.
I mean,
Mike just said, "Oh my God."
They're so good. Fancy Pants is one of my favorite cookie brands. I mean,
it is, but I feel like it should be a one SKU brand of chocolate chip cookies. That's how good they are.
that's all they need.
They
is
don't need anything else.
Just continue.
Everything
to
else
sell.
is not. It's in the shadow of that.
Really.
I'm just curious as to the timing. I guess it's a springy kind of thing,
Yeah.
right? You know, strawberry shortcake and lemon tart. I like it. Yeah. I mean, I also love the idea of doing these one-offs as a way to generate interest and awareness for a brand.
Well, I think for me, the chocolate chip is amazing, but the other SKUs are like not that far, except for one that I don't love as much. But I think they just do a phenomenal job with all their stuff here. And the lemon tart's great. And I'm going for strawberry shortcake.
Gotta get the microphones away from our chewing. We're gonna drive people crazy here.
Jump. Can I have the lemon tart?
All right. While
That'd be delicious.
we're chewing, Jacqui, what do you got over there?
I have Louisa launched at Expo West their new line of rice and beans.
And what is Louisa?
So,
Didn't you interview Louisa, or was that?
yeah, so we did an on-the-spot interview on Instagram. Check it out. And yeah, at the show they were launching their new rice and beans as well as a rebrand. So you can see that the branding's a lot more retro now. It feels like kind of like a Goya. A better for you Goya branding. And their thing with these new rice and beans is they don't want to be instant rice. So they're trying to combat, Mr. Ben's rice and be something that only takes 20 minutes, but has all the flavor of making rice at home.
Yeah, it's very clear that it's rice and black beans.
That's
That
like
is
what
the largest,
possibly could that be?
and the rice and red beans. It is the largest font on the package. The package itself.
It just needs an exclamation point at the end of rice and beans.
Yeah.
Just to hammer it home.
I was just kidding. Anyway, what's that last one you got there?
So, I mean, there's rice and black beans, rice and red beans, and then
Okay.
just yellow rice.
Nice.
But yeah, all natural, gluten-free, focused on ease and authenticity, and really honing in them. This is a Latin flavor company, and these are staples in Latin homes.
I will say this, though. I was at Whole Foods the other day, and I bought a dozen cousins black beans, their Cuban black beans, and some of their, I believe is their yellow rice. And I love that it's in a pouch and it's easy to take out and it's like almost instant. I don't microwave that stuff. I put it into a pot. And so that extra step of adding water or what have you with the Louisa, I would urge them to consider pouches because that convenience factor goes a long way for folks like me.
Yeah. I think that's going to be a challenge. I think they're trying to like almost fight against the convenience and get people to take an extra step. And maybe, you know, like in a Latin household, they're making rice and beans. So this makes it a little bit easier. But yeah, I agree. I think that like some people see 20 minutes and that's just too long for them.
Yeah, it's 90 seconds if you want to put it in the microwave for a dozen cousins and some of those brands in that, I guess, new kind of grouping. How do you want to call it? You know what I'm talking about. Anyway. Yeah. All right. Speaking
You're
of,
laughing at this
bad.
product.
All right,
That
looks
no.
amazing.
shouldn't be laughed at. It's the Little Sesame and Vista Hermosa Mexican street corn hummus.
Yeah.
I mean, two brands I love. This stuff is incredible.
Yeah.
That's all I'll say. It's like, you know, Mexican like elote in a hummus.
Yeah. I invited Dario Wolos, who is the founder and CEO of Vista Hermosa, to join us at our event in New York City. I know someone from his team signed up. Hopefully he can make it as well. But Dario, if you're listening, we want to see you in New York because Vista Hermosa, you guys make some phenomenal products and we are big fans.
Huge.
Yeah. Mike's got like 1,000 boxes next to him on the right side of his chair here. What do you got there?
Got some Cornish tea.
Cornish tea.
Yeah, made in the UK. I mean,
Obviously.
yeah, obviously Cornwall, right? So there's a lemon ginger, there's a vanilla chai, there's a rooibos, which is my favorite tea, mint tea. And then you've also got your Smuggler's Brew Kid, 100% plastic free. I mean, I just thought these packages were phenomenal. I haven't even tasted the tea yet, but I can't wait to. I'm going to do that.
Met them at the Winter Fancy Food Show.
We did. And I remember them talking about this notion of 100% plastic free tea bag and how there has been a lot of talk on social media about how much plastic is in your everyday tea bag. And I wonder if this is going to get legs. I wonder if this is going to get momentum because it's not really mainstream at this point. I haven't heard a ton of people talking about it, but I mean, at this point, people are becoming a little bit more aware of microplastics and
They are.
trying to avoid microplastics.
This is one of those things where, you know, you see, okay, this is a tea that I like, and then, oh, great, it's also plastic free. I think they do a good job of you know, bringing you into the product without, you don't need this 100% plastic free to have this be appealing to you, but
Right.
then you just learn more of the story. Plus they have, you know, great SKUs, and there are stories on the side so you can learn more about the crew. And I don't know, I think this is just a pretty cool brand.
Sure. And you've got some hot pot stuff over here from the one and only hot pot queen.
Jia Liao, also known as the Hot Pot Queen, or actually her mother's technically the Hot Pot Queen,
Okay.
but I think she's the Hot Pot Queen too. So let's just call her that, shall we?
We shall.
So we've got some of her tried and truths here, like oh my God, if you haven't had this Sichuan hot pot soup base, this is insane. It's so good. With that, you should definitely have their thick cut noodles. And then she's also now added to the mix here mushroom hot pot soup base and sesame dan dan noodles. So, I mean, like, I got to try the dan dan noodles at Expo West. They're phenomenal. Yeah, this stuff's it's just really good.
You want to talk about phenomenal don don noodles? You know who just came out with some as well?
Who's that?
Mila, M-I-L-A.
Oh, good.
Which is a maker of dumplings, gyoza, and now don don noodles. They come in frozen pouches. You boil the noodles, and then you add the don don sauce, and it is fantastic.
What is gyoza?
It's kind of like
Gyoza.
za'atar.
Gyoza?
Gyoza?
How do you pronounce it?
Gyoza?
Gyoza. I always pronounce it
Gyoza.
gyoza.
I pronounce it jiaozi, but that's because that's Chinese. So
Well done. Well done.
yeah, but that's Japanese for dumplings.
Oh, okay.
I think. I'm pretty sure that's true. But anyway,
Can I make
Yes.
Can I make it?
those Mila dumplings, regardless of how you pronounce them,
Yeah.
phenomenal.
They're good.
I need to make an admission here.
Yes, sir.
I never had hot pot until Friday of last week.
Did you go to Shabuzen?
What?
No, I went to this place in Brighton. I forget what it's called, but
Oh, did you go to Tasty Pot?
maybe I'm not sure.
So many to
Mike,
choose
I know
from.
Mike's. There are a lot of hot
Knows them
pot
all.
restaurants in
I
Boston
can't believe
area.
you haven't gone to never had hot. Which
Well, it was a late night
Let's
thing.
unpack
So
this.
Our dear friend and colleague Adam Stern and I went to a concert. We went to go see Lane 8, which is an electronic musician, electronic DJ, you want to call him that.
Then you went to the Chove?
No.
Oh, jeez.
After that, we went to this hot pot place to have some late night grub.
Wait, so
and-
you must have gone to Brighton Music Hall.
No, we went to the Roadrunner.
Oh, okay, Roadrunner, great
which
place.
is near WGBH over there. And I was like, this is incredible. How have I never been exposed to such things? And it was truly amazing. Changed my life.
I know we've been talking about them for years.
Well, you have to have a hot pot. I mean, you have to have the actual pot.
You do, but you are in striking distance of so many great
I am.
places because of where you live.
Yeah.
I mean, you can walk to Hot Pot every night. You could walk to a different Hot Pot restaurant every night for a week.
Yeah.
You could.
I'm a lucky man.
Yeah, but you haven't. Just think of all the
Now he
great
can.
meals
His
ahead
eyes
of
are
you.
open.
I'm at the early stages of my hot pot journey as a
Yeah.
27-year-old man. I mean, I feel like this is...
Wait, you're in your Hot Pot, raised in his Hot Pot era. Everyone.
What?
He's in his Hot Pot era. It's Hot Pot season.
Or I could my hot pot blast. That's what the kids call it too, right?
Is that what they
Blast?
call it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. I should know.
All right, well, I'm excited to hear more about your Hot Pot journey, and I can help you with that one too. So many
Thank you.
good things to eat.
I appreciate that.